Okay, so this is question 5 from those easy questions that I gave you. These things are so easy, like it's amazing to me. So this one says given f of x is equal to 2 over x minus 3 plus 1. F of x is 2 over x minus 3 plus 1. First thing we need to do, what did we say about this thing? If we try to extract this thing here, it's gonna be p. P is equal to positive 3 because we change the sign. And then q, if we try to extract q from here, it's gonna be this positive 1. And those are our two asymptotes. We should always do this at the beginning, right before we even try to solve the questions. Just extract your asymptotes there. So let's just look at the questions. Number 1. So write down the equations of the asymptotes of f. Oh, okay, so they just had to ask us to write down the equation of the asymptotes. The asymptotes is p is equal to 3 and q is equal to 1. But which one is the x and which one is the y asymptotes? Because when they ask us to write the equation of the asymptotes, they're asking us to write in terms of x is equal to something or y is equal to something, not p is equal to 3 or q is equal to 1. That's not the equation. So what I told you on the very first video where I explained this thing is that this thing p is equal to 3 is in terms of x. Since it's the vertical asymptote, it goes like this. No, I'm not gonna draw here. It's a straight line. It's a straight vertical line. So it's in terms of x. So this one p is gonna be x is equal to 3. And then which one is in terms of y? It's this q1, right? It's gonna be y is equal to 1. So those are equations of the asymptotes. And number 2, calculate the coordinates of the x and the y intercepts of f. So x inter, let y equal to 0. I mean, this shouldn't be even a question anymore. This thing's like very easy. 3 marks again. So x-intercept, let y equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 2 over x minus 3 plus 1. So let's just solve that thing. We need to transpose the 1 first. It's algebra. And then 2 over x minus 3. So this one will become this negative. So from here, we need to cross multiply. So cross multiplying 2 is going to be on this side, and cross multiplying x minus 3 times negative 1 is going to be minus x plus 3. So we need to transpose this x to its other side, simultaneously bringing this 2 to its other side. It's going to be positive x, and then it's going to be positive 3, negative 2. So x is equal to 1. And then our y-intercept, y-inter, let x equal to 0. So now for our y-intercept, y is equal to 2 over, now x is 0 minus 3 plus 1. So which is going to be 2, actually minus 3, minus 2 over 3, minus 2 over 3 plus 1. So adding minus 2 over 3 plus 1, it's going to be, if you know how to add fractions, I'm going to send a video about adding fractions. Follow us on TikTok. So it's going to be positive 1 over 3. It's our y-intercept. So what does this mean? This means that when y is 0, our x is 1. So x is 1, y is 0. Also here, when x is 0, our y is 1 over 3. So we already have 2 points for our graph. So this one gets, I mean, this is 2 marks. You get this 2 marks. I don't know if you wrote p is equal to something or q. I don't know if you get any marks for that. I wouldn't give you any marks because you are dumb. And so number 2 says, so it's 3 marks for this one. You get 1 mark for this because it's just substituting, and then you get 2 marks for this, I guess for solving, I don't know. But there's 2 marks for the x-intercept. 5.3 says sketch f on the grid provided. Yeah, we don't have the thing provided, so we're gonna draw our own, but show all the intercepts with the x's and the asymptotes. First things first. So let's try to draw this thing. Actually, let's not try. Let's draw this thing. I know how to draw this thing. Now, very important, before you draw your graph, told you need to write down your asymptotes. P is equal to 3. So it's gonna be something like x is equal to 3 right here. You need to draw your vertical asymptotes. Vertical asymptote right there, and then the horizontal asymptote that q is equal to 1. So I think q is equal to 1 is gonna be somewhere around there. So after you do that, every time you draw this thing, a parabola, you first draw your x's, right? Because this is y and this is x, and then you draw your asymptotes. So this is p, which is can't say 3, but I'm still gonna say p. This one is q, it cuts at 2. No, actually 1. Sorry, 1. So you always follow this step. First write your x's and then write your asymptotes. Then from here you need to find something very important that I told you in that first video, and that is a. Is a negative or positive? Is greater than 0 or less than 0? A is equal to 2. So this entire thing, obviously, no, a is equal to 2. So this entire thing is obviously greater than 0. So if it's greater than 0, what did I say? I say our graph is our asymptotes. Our graph be here on the first and third quadrant of our asymptotes. So let's draw our graph now. First, this is our first quadrant. We have our graph in our first quadrant, and you can see the asymptotes. They prevent this graph here to touch the axis. So this graph here in the first quadrant will never ever touch the axis. So there are no intercepts with this one. So we just draw it in the first part of the graph. The first part of the graph doesn't have any intercepts, so we can just draw it without worrying about the intercepts. The second part of the graph is on this side of the asymptotes, not this side of the x-axis or the y-axis, of the asymptotes. So this is why we need our intercepts. I know we said this thing is useless, but we need it because our graph could cut here, and then we could go like this, or we could cut here and here. We don't know, so we need our intercepts. The first intercept is 1 is to 0. X is 1, y is 0. So let's say x is 1 around there, y is 0. And then the other one, 0 is to 1 over 3. So it's going to be something around here. So we already know it means our graph cuts there. It's going to be something like this then. Then we obviously need to indicate these points. It's going to be 0 is to 1 over 3. And this one is going to be 1 is to 0. Then this one, oh, we already indicated this one. This one was 1. So it's a bit messy. So this one was 3. So my thing looks very, very, very unprofessional. So don't do it like this. It must be neat. Mine is not neat. So that's basically it. You get your 3 marks right there because they said show the intercepts. We showed the intercepts, these 2 points, and then the asymptotes. Then you get your 3 marks. Very easy to draw this thing. Let's go to the next question.